tell us a little bit about yourself. 3 fun facts to go.
3 fun facts. I'm a big history buff. I am currently a DM to a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and I work at a facility that produces military equipment.
It's interesting that none of those facts included your wife, who is sitting in the room. How much trouble is that going to get you in?
So why is having a wife an interesting fact? I think that's pretty mundane. Not the wife itself, but having a wife. A lot of people have wives.
I want to hear about how boring I am later.
I didn't say you were boring. I said a lot of people have wives.
Do you want to hear about my 3 fun facts?
Sure.
Thanks for tuning in to Gavyn Digs a Hole.
Can we not get Blake's 3 facts?
Yes.
Just I want to cut that off at the head.
My 3 facts are...
My favorite holiday...
Stop.
Arbor Day. Hands down. Arbor Day. I own at least 7 ferrets.
Sick.
Number 3, I also am married to your wife.
This is news to me, but welcome.
Woohoo!
When are you going to start paying some of the rent?
I've got enough money tied up here.
Well, I mean, this is a throuple now.
Yeah.
We got bills to pay.
And you, Blake?
Thrice the bills. I already said my 3 facts.
Yeah, no one asked. Anyways.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's rewind time.
And you, Blake? So
Yes.
tell me a little bit more about your job, what you do. What does that look like? What is day to day?
So I am what's called a quality engineering technician.
Nice.
So I am like the interface between the engineering department and the production floor. And I just kind of look at circuit boards to make sure that, you know, the missiles or airplanes that they're going into don't explode when they're not supposed to explode, or not explode at all in case of the airplane, in case I had to clarify. And yeah, I just make sure that the quality's right, make sure people are not messing up tens of thousands of dollars worth of military equipment.
Do you enjoy what you do?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's what I want to be doing, but honestly, I got a side gig on the weekend where I am part of a local band for their setup crew, and I've been liking that a lot lately too. So.
That's awesome.
I want to know more about Dungeons and Dragons, please.
What specifically, or do you just
There's
want me to
so much
launch
about-
into a 2.5 hour tirade?
There's so much. Exactly. That's what I love and hate about Dungeons and Dragons. Anytime I talk to someone, I'm like, hey, I'd really like to know more about this. It's like an 8-year degree.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you can kind of dive right in.
You can.
But there's
D&D
like a lot.
What I really like about D&D is it's super accessible. A lot of their materials, like the Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master Guide, and the Monster Manual, are all free.
Yeah.
All free online. Those are the only 3 books you need to start a campaign. The rest you can do in your head. My campaign right now is all homebrew. I don't use it.
Should we like explain what Dungeons and Dragons is? Wait, do you know what Dungeons and Dragons is?
I can do a
I do
brief
not.
history overview. I'm pretty familiar.
Let me try to explain what Dungeons and Dragons
I'll live
is.
fact check you.
And you can just give me like a wrong or that's not wrong.
I'll give it one of those.
So you have a dungeon master, which you are.
Yes.
And
Dungeon
they
Master, Game Master. Yeah.
are like a storyteller.
Mhm.
You have you orchestrate like a campaign. You have we're gonna go from here to here is like the ideal end goal. But there's also a bunch of things that can happen. Mm-hmm. And it's because it's based off of dice, a bunch of different dice.
It goes on the D20 system,
Yes.
which not every tabletop RPG is the same. A lot of tabletop RPGs don't even use a D20. Yeah, Dungeons & Dragons uses the D20 system. It's 7 dice. You got your D20, your D12, your D8, your D10, your D6, and your D4.
It's a lot of D.
A lot of D.
The D stands for dice.
It's quite a sausage party. Let me tell you, if you've ever been to one, there is a lot of D.
My husband used to host.
I have
No way.
Yeah, he has all of the stuff, and he would have his little friends over.
I have a girl and night campaign. So
You mean women show up for this
yeah,
type of-
as long as you're not a toxic, horrible person.
Sorry, Blake, you can't be there.
Yeah, I was like,
But yeah, no, you pretty much got the just basic overview
Yeah.
of Dungeons and
Good
Dragons.
job, buddy.
I know this much of about a mile long topic.
So
I'm surprised you haven't played before.
I would like to.
We do have guest spots open. I'm looking for bad guys right now.
Oh, I would love to be. Oh, could you imagine? Bad guys.
There's one right here. Introducing.
Who am I?
Maleficent.
Maleficent. I thought it was Valicant.
Have you never seen a Disney film?
I don't know who does she play? Who is she tormenting?
Sleeping Beauty?
I could not tell you what happens in it. There's a chick.
She
Wait,
turns
is that
into-
with the dwarves?
No, that's Snow White. You need to get up on your game, dude. These movies were out when you were a kid.
He didn't have cable.
You don't have to have cable.
Oh, is
This
she the chick who touched the thing and she
real descriptive?
there was a needle or something?
A needle? I honestly,
She touched the end
to
of
be
the thing.
completely honest with you, I don't know how she was asleep. I just know that Maleficent is Sleeping Beauty and that she turns into a dragon.
Needle, guys. She poked the needle.
Resident Disney expert, my wife.
She touched the thing.
Bless you.
There was a thing, and they were like, if she touches the thing, it's gonna happen. And she touched the thing, and it happened.
And she was
And
kissed.
this
Kind of-
person had something to do with it.
It's kind of like the same story of Snow White, just with a different character.
And
list.
no dwarves.
Correct.
And
the
then,
dwarves are.
and then
completely
some dude's like, well, if you're not gonna kiss her, I will.
I mean, there's problematic overtones over on that one.
There's no one here to stop me, I guess.